control into his own hands, even if he's got the items. I mean, Cesium is still owning up, where the damage is going to be occurring.
All right, so I think that it's finally time. We need to go take a look. Ooh, actually, we took a look at this frag. That was a nice initial damage. But we're almost at the point where I want to go watch Tyrael, because CZM is finding himself running again. Tyrael has managed to shut him down from the major items. CZM's done some damage on their pickup, but not enough to be a contender. So, with 80-80, actually getting caught here, Tyrael dropping in, and CZM is just moments away from this thing being tied. 0-4 says OMG. CZM better not make us wait another 15 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to switch over to Tyrael's point of view. After this red, it is go time. He's got to get this frag. He's down by 1 on Blood Run.
And he's still rocking 200 here, but he has no idea where CZM is right now. So going into the crawl, looking for the railgun shot, not going to quite get that. 81-96 for CZM. CZM backing on over to teleporter. That teleporter nearly cost him dearly. But oh, that rocket is going to be a huge gear in Tyrael's spokes right now.
Yeah, he's got to find him. He's got 45 seconds, and he's on the chase. He guesses correctly at the teleporter, but I don't think got the shot yet. 80 health. CZM has been spotted again, though. 44 health. The 50 sitting there is going to save CZM in their next confrontation. And that's another impressive from Tyrael. He's got to lock it down. 30 seconds to go, and Tyrael is smart to not chase there. He finds CZM one more time, but whiffs the railgun shot. 11 health and 55 for CZM. 11 health for Tyrael. Defensively, CZM has survived, and Tyrael cannot shoot the next plasma ball for fear he's going to kill himself. And with 5 seconds left, this is it. CZM's been found! Tyrael can't chase, though. 3 health, and CZM
actually, I would venture to say that those nades coming out to the plasma yellow room, that was GG right there. I mean, that was just, a hand stiff-arming Tyrael just right in the face, and there was no way he was going to be able to recover that in time. But even so, kind of amazing that nobody got a frag at all during that point. I mean, Tyrael kept it amazingly close, so he's going to be out of the running for the upper bracket, but definitely don't want to count him out for the league at all. Going to be watching him a bit later on, but now we have Circa and the debut today of 0-4.
They're going to play the 0-4 CZM match today, aren't they?
I still don't know.
So I want to see that, so I'm going to be here anyway to watch that game.
Yeah.
So I might as well just keep going. I'm going to make sure that we get into the next game.
Okay.
And I'm going to spec 0-4. Okay. And then I'm going to go grab, I've got follow killer on, by the way. Okay. I'm going to spec 0-4 and go grab some food during 0-4 Circa, and then I'll be back for the 0-4 CZM.
That sounds good? Sounds good. Maybe, or are these guys just going to go right for it?
I think they might go right for it. I'm going to stick out here until you get back. How about that?
Okay, sounds good. See, we're a team.
I know. It's like we worked together before or something.
It's going to be our second match on T4 today. YDG, a.k.a. Yadig, a.k.a. Circa, is going to be 0-4's debut opponent here, at least on the stream. And this is going to be very interesting. We haven't quite been able to see what shape 0-4 has been in for quite some time, actually. Not since the qualifiers. Or the group stages, rather. All right.
Yeah. Well, that's actually really why I want to watch this game. I think that this should be kind of a one-sided affair, especially when we're starting out on T4. But especially when you start on T4 and 0-4 gets the beautiful railgun initially. So, good times.
Absolutely. So 0-4 is going to be pulling together first frag. Circa is going to be eating a rocket in just the wrong place. The spawns are not going to be helping that much either. And so 0-4 knitting 2 very quickly, still controlling the railgun side of the map. And leaving railgun up for the moment. Finds actually Circa's back turned, interestingly enough. But there's a nice rocket jump. But that is going to be the rocket And that 0-4 is more than happy to follow up with a couple extra. So 0-4's movement here looking a little, well, I'm still trying to draw an opinion on this. 0-4 needs to go back for the yellow armor, actually. He's only got about 47 health. Needs to kind of head back on over to the middle of the map and grab a little bit for himself. During that time, Circa might be able to pull together a rail. He doesn't quite have the right angle for it, though. He's not really looking like he knows where to catch 0-4 off guard here. And so 0-4 has been able to be in the middle of the map for quite a long time without taking any real damage. And now Circa's actually kind of gone here. We have shards avoided by 0-4, at least at first. Yellow armor by the railgun is going to be picked back up here. And still, no real fight from Circa. I mean, has Circa even... No, during all that time, Circa didn't pick up any armor there at all. I was kind of surprised there that Circa, for being so undercover, for going so ninja, well, just ended up, you know, looking like he was shaking in his booties a little bit. 100 of 165 right now. 5 up for 0-4. Picking up yellow armor. He's got pretty decent timing on that as well. And looks like really the other yellow armor, he's spending most of his time actually baiting it out. But it's actually going to be baited by 0-4. A bit of damage is going to come his way, but he's going to end up picking together a 6 frag. Mega's going to be back up. It's going to be showing up at about 4:05 once again. And I think, oh my god, no, Circa actually did not see the pickup for that. I was like, he was right behind him on the teleporter. Should have seen it, should have heard it. Didn't see or hear it. Now he's got no timing for the Mega. That's going to cost him another frag, but I think in another couple of minutes it's going to cost him even more. 0-4 again having a little bit of trouble getting the grab for that yellow armor on his way through. 100 and 135 for him right now. And look at this, Circa still a little bit lost here at the bottom of the map, looking for his opponent, but he's got rocket launcher out for being on the low ground. An interesting choice for him. But 0-4 is still up, very, very unperturbed. Actually, Circa waiting right there, not a bad choice, but not getting in the hit is going to be costing him a bit of time, a bit of positioning. It's actually, he should be fairly grateful that it didn't cost him yet another frag. And again, there's the ambush from Circa, and 0-4 is finally going to start to feel a little bit of the pain, another bit of damage as he picks up yellow armor on the far side of the map. That was a good initiative from Circa. Had he left that fight together, oh, very nice shotty, then he would have lost out on everything. Now he's actually got something to work with, but again, being low on armor, being low on stack, only takes a couple of rails from 0-4 to shut him down. And in fact, the 0-4 had the initial rail off the spawn. He's going to be pulling the rest of them down with SSG. Actually leaving out the yellow armor just for a second to see if he can get the sneak shot on. And 4 minutes into this, we're already 9 frags up. 0-4 is going to be taking a little bit more, but the plasma is going to be off, and Circa, honestly, didn't quite look like he was ready for that fight coming through the teleporter. So Circa could benefit from kind of stopping to spell the flowers for just a little bit, and actually, and actually, these rails, these rockets from 0-4, I think they're showing us that that CZM and 0-4 are looking to be just about as ready. And actually, that was a timing mistake by 0-4, leaving the Mega up for just a second. He may have been able to get some damage off of it, but Circa really had an opportunity to get a grab for it. So right now, I mean, Circa, I'm not sure what he's asking for, what he's looking for with these kind of, well, not coming so often ambushes. And now we see him getting a little bit frustrated. We're seeing a little bit more plus forward, seeing a little more aggression out of him than is probably warranted at this point. And the only problem with that is that it's not being consistent. I mean, this is the kind of map where, yeah, you can kind of steamroll into somebody until they finally go down. You know, giving up frags notwithstanding. But at this point, Circa is doing a little bit of damage here, a little bit of damage there, risking a whole lot. And not putting on enough pressure consistently enough to really, you know, follow on through. So that's kind of a play where you have to commit to it. And, well, even if he's attempting to, it's not really netting him a whole lot. 17-0, just about 5 minutes, 20 seconds into the match. And we have a full 2/3 of this left to go, and it looks like indeed 0-4 is really ready for us for this. He was telling us during all of the ESL and IEM qualifier matches in the group stages that he was going to win this. He had that opportunity taken away from him. He was subbed out by Vampire, but today, I mean, he's going to be able to find CZM. He's going to be able to find the likes of Walter and especially Rafa. We'll see what he can put together. Leaving up Yellow Armor once again, a very nice play actually, knowing that his opponent is not going to be able to beat him out to that side of the map, dropping down to mid, coming back through the teleporter just enough to make sure that he can, you know, look for an angle to do a little bit more damage. Didn't quite get it that time, but hey, it was thought that counted. Mega's going to be back up once again, 0-4, not quite timing it, and it's going to be Circa eating a lot more pain. .04 still looking very kind of unperturbed here. I mean, we haven't seen any real pressure from Circa for quite a while. Actually, finally making me eat my words. 2 solid rails, 0-4 down to 20 health, and a third finally by Circa gets him on the board, 20-1. Not exactly the best ratio for him, but it looks like he was completely locked out mentally at the end of that frag. He's like, I got no health, I've got nothing to work with, and my opponent just spawned right across from me and, you know, turned right back around. So we're going to be seeing that actually turn into a second frag as 0-4 looks to reassert his dominance. I mean, no Mega, no armor for him yet. I mean, this time being heralded by Circa, this could give 0-4 that time to get back to exactly where he needs to be. He's trying to get in the last rail shot, ends up eating a little bit more rocket splash. And there's one there. Can he nail in a second one? No, maybe not, but he's going to switch over to MG to try to make something happen. But again, he's risking a lot just for the sake of what amounts to a couple of frags that don't really net him control. That was actually a good position for him. He was able to do some unanswered damage, but now 0-4 spawned back on over in Railgun, and, well, Circa's already lost a lot of the control that he's initially gained. So, nearing the 8-minute mark, we're seeing Circa now in quote-unquote control, but not really. I mean, we've seen a lot more traps from 0-4 as far as Yellow Armors go. Another risky rocket jump, one that was enough to change up the angle on the initial attack, but the initial rocket was not solid enough to give 0-4 much concern. 0-4 picking up another SSG here. And Circa's going to be eating rail after rail, but dishing them back out. He's finally starting to get these hits and taking a quick look here at accuracies. 60, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. This map having less weapons, of course, I need to read up a little bit more for accurates. 27% railgun here, 27 for Circa as well. About 11 hits for Circa, 10. Well, make that 12, actually. Another nice one indeed. But the thing is, Circa's trying to make this map all about that railgun. He's putting a lot of reliance on that. We haven't seen a lot of plays with shotgun to really close things back when 0-4 starts to get in control. And coming back 6-23 at about 9 minutes. Yeah, he's got time, I guess, potentially. But 0-4 getting this kind of tit for tat and controlling most of the armor still. Circa just hasn't been paying adequate attention to the armor stack. And again, these spawn frags have been much more kind of snappy for 0-4 than they have been for Circa. One part of it is that, you know, Circa hasn't quite been making the hits, but also 0-4, he hasn't been kind of rushing forward whenever he comes off of that spawn. He hasn't been trying to get into MG cess as much. So the one good piece of news off of this right now is that 0-4 is looking pretty damn good, even though we're seeing Circa try to take a few more shots back. 0-4 eating one more rail there. A very nice hit indeed. And that's going to net him a bit more armor. Now he needs to work on this a bit more. And even then, I mean, does he know where to find 0-4 when he does have that stack to work with? We have 5 minutes left on the clock, and there we go. A beautiful shot. But again, what I would still call an over-reliance on the railgun, even though this is T4. 0-4 is going to be backing on out of here, and I'm not going to be switching so much because I'm working through Grease camera right now. It's on follow killer, so I'm just going to be playing it straight. A hefty amount of damage dealt by 0-4 there. And we have Circa trying to come back in and seal the deal. And I can't entirely blame him. He got 0-4 down to 4 health. Had to know he was weak. And that missing that frag is actually going to be making him a bit